Hey. Oh, Pat Roberts, crazy one-legged old man in a wheelchair, and I'm wound right now. I'm not twisted. I'm not twerked. I'm not spinning, but I'm wound up. I'm happy. Not because things are going right, but because I'm just tired of being not feeling good about it. Um, I don't understand. I've been making these podcasts. All right, this morning I made a couple of them, three of them. All three of them just vanished. All right, I really felt like I had some good content in them. I really felt like they were pretty cool, and they just vanished. Um, the series is on you can't make this shit up. All right, there should be 3 or 4 of them out there. If you locate them, let me know where they are and play them. How to put them on my channel because I can't find them. All right, and it's also about IOU Global, and I'll explain it to you another time. But I'm gonna make this kind of short. But we're looking for our grape ape. All right, that's what we're doing today. We're over helping trying to find a friend because evidently right now I'm just not capable of finding the right kind of person to be my friend, and I accept that fact. And I should have waited. I jumped into it a little too quickly, and maybe I don't need to jump at all. Maybe something happens in there. Tink, you're sitting all over my cables again. Go, Tink, go on, Tink. Why? What? You don't need to crawl into there. Tink, go on. Tink, go. Go, go, go. All the way. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Damn. All right. And now she's dragging a cable. Ah. I don't understand. Sometimes she will walk between me and the charger, and when there's not enough room, she'll squeeze through there, and she'll pick up every cable and yank them all loose in the process. She doesn't normally act like that, but she's been bebopping around with her actions here lately. It's just, I'm worried. I really am. I'm worried. I feel like something's happened, something's going on with her, just like with me. She's got her Steve too, and it's not right. But I don't know what to do. So anyway, back to where I was going. Hell, I don't remember where I was going. I was so happy to tell right now just how fast things get shut down around here. You know, went from being things, it's all right, I'm going to make this fun little post to, I won't cry. It's about my dog. You don't do that. But anyway, it's about grape. That's what it was. Grape ape. Looking for my grape ape. I need some grape apes in my life. All right, everybody needs grape ape. My mom, Mary Ann Midget Robinson, she was my grape ape. Grape ape, and she was something else. My dad, he was another one of my grape apes. He was something else. They're gone, and my life has just really fallen apart since then. I've allowed other people to come in my life to be my grape apes, and they weren't. And, as a result, I've lost, basically, during the process, I've lost all administrative capabilities on most of my shit. So even though I think I've got control over it, I'm managing it, I'm not. I couldn't figure out why I was getting all this spam, just impeccable time and spam, and everything else is done because I'm asking for it. And I know that's what phones do, and I know people are going to say, you're just being paranoid, but I'm not being paranoid, people. Right now, I'm as far as you can get from being paranoid. Paranoid will cause you to start inventing things that aren't happening, and I'm not inventing things that aren't happening. There's actually something going on, because I can't not happen stuff that I use every day that's laying around all over the house. I can't not happen that into the bottom of a box and put it in a place that I can't get to, because I'd have to be able to get there to put it there. So not happening didn't do that. All right. Today, I'm alert enough, all right, and I'm not paranoid enough that I can see that not happening didn't do that. And I don't have to prove it to anybody else. So something part about being paranoid is actually trying to prove something to somebody else. All right, because you're either going to try to prove it to somebody else that doesn't understand it, and then they're just not going to understand it, or you're going to try to prove it to somebody else that's responsible for it, and they may agree with you, and just want to find out what all you know, and then you're just giving somebody that's causing you problems. Steve is causing you problems, information on what's working and what's not. Does that mean I'm going to quit posting these videos about what's going on in my life? Hell no. Hell no. You're not going to double down on me and cause me to change what is right. You're not going to double down on me to make me change what's working, all right? Because you're trying to knock the pillars out of my bridge, all right? I know what's working was working until I allowed someone with impeccable timing in my life. At that point in time, I went from being everything functioning properly and working to everything falling apart. And people going, you're just paranoid. You da 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 da. No. Paranoid doesn't actually cause major catastrophes to occur. Steve did it. And we're going to call him Steve. All right. Until such time I pulled those phones out of that safety deposit box and placed them before the right person. If you would have been smart, you'd have quit doubling down, Steve. And if you are smart, you will start right now. Stop doubling down. Let me get my shit in order. Let me keep going and leave me the hell alone. All right. Got more to lose than me. All right, you've already taken everything else away, so you got more to lose than me. All right. Quit trying to keep me from getting all this. Because all I'm trying to do is the right thing. I want to tell everybody out there, look, these companies, all right, they're taking advantage of us. All right. They're taking advantage of the sick, the elderly, and the disabled. All right. They're taking advantage of our insurance companies, the United States government, and everything else. And they've got power today. Even the little guy with the big aspirations that has broke through the ceiling and is getting a little bit of ground is doing the same thing. And that little guy is going to tell you that guy is going to tell you, help me get going, like and subscribe and all that. I'm not telling you help me get going, like and subscribe. I'm telling you, if you want to hear what I say, listen. If you don't, ignore it. I don't want you liking and subscribing. I don't want none of that crap. I don't want you following me, all right, to help me. I want you to listen to me if it helps you, all right. I'm not selfish. It's not about me. What I'm saying is about me, but it's not for me. What I'm saying is about we as people. We're gonna have to stop what we're doing. We are doomed. Doomed, I tell you. All right. If we don't come together and start being other people, help for other people. And I'm not talking about people that are out there running and gunning and doing whatever. I'm talking about the little guy, the guy that needs a hand. All right. You don't have to know whether or not he's doing it because he's trying to scam you or whatever. If it's a definite scam, you'll know that. All right. But somebody that really appears to be doing what you're supposed to be doing, shit, I don't know how to say this because, sometimes I think I'm appearing like that, and other times I don't. I think I'm appearing the way I'm being projected. I have no earthly idea because, I don't know what to do. But I do know it has to be done. All right, we got to stop promoting people that are taking advantage of other people. If somebody's pointing out to you somebody else's stuff, all right, remember they're out there going squirrel, and while they're saying squirrel, what are you not supposed to be looking at when they say that? Why are they pointing you to that squirrel? All right, is there a reason why? That $100 bill was on the right-hand side of the ground for you to pick up. What weren't you supposed to look at on the left? Now, some reason why that person came by and said, hey, let me do that for you. why weren't you supposed to be doing it? You know, why did they want to do that for you? You know, quit waiting for somebody to catch up with you, all right, to open the door for you. Open it yourself. You'll get there a whole lot quicker, and you'll also know the way to get there and get back and forth. That doesn't mean don't ask for help. That doesn't mean don't accept help. It means be very specific with your boundaries and your borders when you're allowing it to happen. You know, because especially like me right now, I have no friends. I have zero. I can honestly tell you I have zero friends. All right, and that's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm not depressed. I'm not lonely. All right, right now I'm upset and I'm about ready to cry, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. But when you start, that's my problem with no friends. Starting with zero, all right, I have nothing to balance the equation out by. I am overwhelmed by someone saying, "I love you, I love you, I love you. Here, let me help you out. I'll be here for you forever." I'm overwhelmed by that. I want to take that. I tend to always do it. I tend to take all that at face value. Exactly what you're telling me is real. And then I go back and look and I said, that's what I keep trying to tell everybody else that being told stuff about me. Not everything you hear is 100% gospel. And if somebody's giving you a whole bunch of information and they're saying that all this information is coming from a whole lot of people, question it. If 3 or 4 people come up to you and tell you something's going on in succession, there's probably a reason why 3 or 4 people wanted you to have that information. All right? It may not be right. All right? I'm just one person. All right? I'm not going to tell you about everybody says. All right? About something. This is what I say. All right? It's not everybody. Some people may agree with it. I don't care if you like and subscribe. I really don't. All right? I'm not here to ask you to support my business and then pat you on the back because congratulations, you're helping to support small business. No, it may be something else. You may want to watch what you do. You may watch what you listen to. It's nuttier than you think out there. I really know so much about what's going on now that I didn't know a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, especially about administrative capabilities on your accounts and your devices. All right. Now that I go back and look at the things that have occurred, all of a sudden, stuff that I couldn't control, or I didn't have a switch for this. Why can't I delete? Why can't I turn it on or off? Because I didn't truly set it up. Somehow somebody else started gaining administrative control over my accounts and my stuff, and I still don't have it back. I thought I was getting close, but I don't. Because it just reoccurs. I'm trying to figure out how to get it shut down. When somebody steals your identity, all right, man, you can't convince people that somebody stole your identity. As far as everybody knows, that's you doing that. As far as everybody else knows, that's you. It's not, and when they can steal your identity and come back in and also be making you look crazy, all right, or disoriented, I'm not going to say crazy, insane, or evil or whatever, by moving something around for them. Maybe leaving a specific set of something out for somebody to see. Recording a video of something going on, but not letting you see the first part of it. If you don't know how something really occurred, then you don't need to worry about what you find. All right? Because if you don't know how it got there, you can't say I did it or you did it. All right? If you don't see it happening, all right, or have legitimate, idea that that's what's really going on, I'm not saying don't kind of question it, but don't just go with it both feet. Because when you do, somebody else behind you is going to do it. Somebody else, and somebody else, and somebody else. And before you know it, you've created some kind of monster that didn't have to be built. So, you know, I seen a bunch of holograms the other day, and it's the wildest thing in the world. They got some stuff out there now that'll just blow your mind. I think a lot of it has to do with that smoke that's been in my yard. All right, I do believe that was, you know, that they're conspiracy 101 rabbit hole. No, but really, they got some cool stuff. It can project images into trees and against a house, against the surface, a mirror, a glass. You know, I kept looking at stuff sometimes, and in my windows, and I'd see weird stuff on my windows. You know, and it's like it looked like a reflection of something going on, and I was like, "What the hell is that? And where did it come from?" You know, that looks like somebody doing some wild stuff in my glass. And then it dawned on me because I was looking at a video of my truck in the driveway, and I knew my windows are always up, but it looked like I was sitting out there in my driveway talking to the lady that I was talking to. But while I was doing that, it looked like somebody else was sitting in my truck with her arms sticking on the windowsill and her head sticking out. And I kept looking at it over and over and over. I said, how in the hell did that person get in my truck, be sitting there with the window up, and the window's down now, and they're sitting in there in my truck while I'm talking to somebody else? How come? I was out there for that. I would have seen that person in my truck. So when was this video made? The video was made when it happened. But that's a hologram. I'm smart enough to know today that's what it was. Because they've been sending a few of them around here outside. Now the holograms, they're not doing that in my hallway. Not doing that in my shop all the time. All right. So the people, and they're not also a crisp, it's a crisp image, but it's not a three-dimensional image. All right. It's not a person walking carrying something. They may have a video of a person walking and carrying something, or an image on it for a hologram. But you can, if you look at it and know what's going on, you'll realize what you're seeing is what it is. All right. But you have to be aware of, hey, somebody's making some holograms to realize that's what it is. I know that sounds pretty deep, pretty conspiracy-minded, but I'm trying to tell you they're doubling down on me. All right. I'm not insane. I'm not tweaking. All that other stuff. Have I been guilty of doing stupid stuff? Yeah, I'm a stupid person. I'm a slow learner. But I am picking up on stuff. All right. And I do have, like I said, I actually have some video this time. And all they had to do was quit doubling down, and it would just sit where it was. Well, they decided they were going to double down, all right, and just destroy my reputation and my ability to properly see things, all right, in order to just discount this footage that I have. Well, you're not going to be able to discount that footage, all right, by making me look crazier. I already look crazy, all right. You're not going to discount that footage by making it rough on me, because it's already been rough. Yeah, it's getting harder. Yeah, it is. It sucks. It really sucks bad. But like I said, if I get this stuff for the right person, they can look at the footage just like I did. You know, when I first, but some of those videos in that, and I'm glad I did now, are the ones with the holograms on. All right. Because I made sure I put the one in there about the me talking with the lady out there and the guy sitting in my truck. I made sure I put that in there. I made sure I put the video in there of my truck sitting in the driveway, trying to make it look like a Dodge, trying to make that Dodge look like my truck, so that I'll say, you see there's where somebody put that truck look-alike in my driveway to make it look like I was home when those people were there, or whatever. You know, I didn't realize that right away. All right. First when I saw it, I was like, they're trying to make another truck look like mine. And then when I seen the stuff in the trees, all right, and when you double down, you spilled the beans. You spilled the beans when you doubled down. You went just too far. Should have let it go. Didn't, went too far. When you doubled down, that's when I realized what was going on with these images I was seeing. That's when I realized what was going on with the images. That those were being holographically projected, either, into a tree, some smoke, piece of plastic, a fence, So, because if you think I'm going to watch the hologram sitting in the corner, I'm really not. I don't, like I said, I'm not watching this shit all the time. I look out the window as much as you do, all right? So, you're going to have to choose the right time to present that hologram. And if you're doing it 24/7, all right, sooner or later I'm going to be able to point it out directly to somebody else. All right? Somebody else that's not part of the problem. All right? It's an elaborate production you've come up with. Whoever's got, whatever. Pretty elaborate. I am impressed. Some of it's really, really cool. I like cool stuff. Use it for something good. All right? Use it for something that'll empower someone. All right? Quit using it to tear somebody down. All right? I'm going to have to start researching, finding out just what all is connected to the crazy one-legged old man in the wheelchair. Because, I used to think I just lost administrative abilities, but now I'm beginning to realize that my identity's probably been stolen. That I don't really know who I am. Who I'm out there in the world. Because I always question that. I said, here I am. I said, I'm trying my dead level best to do nothing but good. And I said, and everybody's turning a cold shoulder on me. It's just, I don't understand it. If they just look at what they'll know that, yeah, I'm doing some crazy stuff, but it's not about to hurt anybody. It's about to build somebody up. It's about serving God. It's about being a good person. Jesus, he's out there, or was. He's on this planet. He was persecuted. All right, and he was killed, on the cross, for no reason other than to take our sins away, So, if it can happen to Jesus, it can happen to anybody, Jesus, he should have been the first one they chose as being, hey, he's pretty cool, he's doing good. We need to follow this guy. He's really doing something good for society. All right. So who am I to think that, if they couldn't keep everybody following Jesus, that I would get somebody to believe me. I don't want followers. I don't want you subscribing. I don't want you doing none of that. But occasionally I'd like for somebody to believe me more than just the first time you meet me. But even after you see the campaign, it's supposed to be me. And because that's the only way I know I can regain my identity. It's the only way I know that I can regain administrative control is to have that person that still believes in me. Keith, get out of there! Get out of there! Still believes in me. Jake! Get out of there! Still believes in me after they started seeing the information. All right? Look for the good information about me. All right? And if you see some bad information or something I need to be aware of, let me know. I can't do anything about stuff that I don't know about. And I know everybody don't tell Pat. He's crazy, you'll just set him off. No. I do get set off, all right? When people start doing crazy stuff back to me. A guy the other day was going to help me out about my phone when I couldn't find it. He kept trying to tell me, yeah, you just call this number to call the police and tell them to reset your phone, and they can call and they can fix it, all right there while you're on the phone with them. I said, how can I call the police and tell them to fix my phone? My phone don't work. He goes, well, you can use mine. Okay, if I use yours, how are they going to fix my phone that's not charged? I don't have a phone cable in it by using your phone. He goes, oh, they just do it. I was like, come on, man. Come on. Quit drinking the Kool-Aid. And this guy, he kept on and on until it really just pissed me off. And I said, dude, go home. Leave me alone. Let me deal with this. He said, will you call me? I said, well, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. and I didn't want to be mad at the guy. It's not his fault. I know he's really trying to be a good, this guy, I really and truly believe that if whatever Kool-Aid they're pouring down his throat, and the information that they put in his head, all right, I truly believe he thinks it's right and it's legit and it's good information, but he's the guy that's going to tell you, all right, the mothership's coming. And he believes it. And I don't want to argue about it. Hey, who knows? He may be right about that. But I do know, all right, that it's not for me to judge, It's just like I know that I'm sure somebody saw me yelling at that guy, telling him, time to go on, leave me alone, all right? And that's the part that's going to come out. The crazy one-legged old man's a mean guy. This is what he does to people that don't understand what's going on. And I apologize. I have buttons just like everybody else, Unfortunately, I'm not trying to march down the same road as everybody else. So people are pushing a hell of a lot more buttons on me, than they would on you. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to somebody else. Do something for somebody, unless they're paranoid, and then let them know exactly what's going on. Have a great day.